today's, man, I'm close to 240 days on this semen retention streak. Some of y'all talking like, oh, Jason's not gonna make it. After I posted some videos talking about the hot chicks walking around wearing nothing at the pool, tempting me, get me horned up. I told you guys I'm gonna be wildly authentic and transparent on this SR journey, and I'm just gonna share my experiences and perspectives as I go along, and that is what I'm doing. But if y'all think that's where I'm at, like, you don't know me. You haven't figured me out yet. I got a willpower the size of a freaking mountain. So I've gotten this far on this streak. Like, I guess when you hit a certain point on a streak, it gets to the point where it is built into your new personality. Like, you have to consciously choose to release if you're gonna release. Like, I'm not just gonna accidentally trip and stumble my way into a relapse or into whatever. Like, you have to consciously choose to. For those of you other men on these long streaks, over 100 days at least, like, you can probably resonate with that. It's like, oh no, I would have to consciously choose to release. But this does get me thinking though, because some of y'all are talking in the comments like semen retention has to be a lifelong thing. Oh, women are bad. Don't give up the nut ever. And listen, I am as highly convicted as you can be about the value of holding in your nuts, guys. Holding and channeling the sexual energy into your life, and what that does for your body and your biology and just your energy. Like, I'm deep into this. Like, I get you. But what is the end goal? You know, what is the end solution? Because a big part of our biology is that we are an energetic match to the feminine, right? We have that biological need and desire for that type of companionship. And at what point does that mindset of, oh no, never give it up to the women and everything, like, at what point does that get a little gay? Become a little cult-like, become a little gay? Like, aren't the majority of men on semen retention to get their life together, to get their shit figured out, so that they can start attracting the women that they want and getting the relationships that they want and getting the attention and the whatever that they want? And also, you know, career goals, transforming your life, becoming the version of yourself that you want to be, obviously. But right, getting the right woman in your life, or the women in your life, like, that's a big motivation, a big motivator for the semen retention journey for most men. That's a big part of for me too. Just begs the question of, like, okay, how long do you do this before you're ready to attract that woman into your life? And it's funny because there's always going to be men like, oh, you know, that's failing, that's failure. Is it failure? Now hear me out, guys, because I'm still from the perspective that I am absolutely going to learn how to have sex, how to have intimacy, and just leave it there. I'm going to learn how to have sex. No, without releasing. Learning how to be intimate without releasing, without giving up the seed, you know? That is still on my to-do list, my goals for the next relationship that I get into. So for me, I'm just thinking through this, guys. I'm processing all this because, again, I'm almost to 240 days straight on this streak. It's freaking crazy. But I am noticing this desire, man, for, like I want a woman in my life again, you know, dating and intimacy, that relationship aspect. But I also can still recognize that currently, right now, there's a few other things that I need to prioritize before that. It's getting close. It's getting close that I'm ready to consider relationships again, but there's just a couple other things to check off that I'm working on, and I'm seeing everything head in the right direction. I'm really, really freaking excited for. So I know, you know, I have a pretty good idea of what I'm wanting to create first, and what I am creating first, before maybe that relationship aspect. And the reason that I picked 365 days is, I'm going to do that on a streak. Like, I'm going to go a whole year without releasing. The reason I picked that, guys, is because, number one, it sounds freaking baller. Sounds freaking dope. To get yourself to become a man that can do that, to build your discipline to the point where you can do something like that. 0.0001% of men ever are going to pull that off. So that's a cool thing, to be like, no, I can do that if I need to. Like, I can. And I also know that as a byproduct of that, I will also hit all of my goals. I will hit my, things that I want to accomplish along the way. You know, it's just a part of it, going 365 days. It's like, you're going to become the version of you that solves all the other issues or problems or dilemmas that you're after. And, was it Tesla or Einstein? I always confuse these guys, but the quote, you will never solve a problem from the same level of consciousness that created it. You always have to be at a higher consciousness to solve the problem. And that's what's happening, guys. Like, the longer you go on semen retention, you're raising your vibration, you're raising your consciousness, you're working through a lot of the bullshit, the internal traumas and emotions and the baggage and everything that you've been carrying along. Like, it has to come up and be released, because it's not going to be a vibrational match to your increasing frequency. Looking at the Hawkins scale of consciousness. And as that stuff starts to come up and change you, as you start having different outlooks, you start having different desires, things you didn't think you wanted before. Now you're like, oh, that actually sounds good. Like, when I wasn't even 100 days yet. I was probably in between like 50 and 100. And my plan was I needed to move to a different apartment. I was going to go downtown Nashville and hit the dating scene, just be hooking up with all the women and like whatever. That was what was in my head. And then by the time I got to that level of the streak, I was like, bro, I don't want that anymore. Instead, I chose to move an hour the opposite direction to a location that is not that is not known for the hookup culture, the dating scene, none of it. In fact, I kind of chose that because I'm like, this is great. I'm gonna lock in on me for a year, aim all my energy at me for a year. I'm close to my team, my business, my company, everybody's right around here. We're able to, I'm able to go all in on that sort of stuff and build that side of, the relationships and community, and go all in on my business. And like, that got me excited, more excited than dating. So I came here, and I'm right under 240 days on this semen retention streak. Getting close to just 120 days, like 4 months away from hitting my goal of 365 days. It's freaking crazy. But it's interesting because the longer that I go, guys, sometimes there's an aspect that I see these relationships. I'm like, oh man, I think I am getting ready now, or close to being in a relationship again, right? Finding a woman to date and right to invest in, and likewise, and have that relationship, that intimacy. It's even wild, guys. I'll see my business partner with his wife. They just had a kid, and like some of this semen retention almost brings out this primal nature, like this. It brings out the man in you, the masculinity of like, oh man, there is a version of me that is starting to entertain that idea of like, wow, that could be exciting. Having a wife, having a kid, like that idea of providing for them, building an empire for them. Because guys, don't get me wrong, money is great and success is great, but I'm already realizing like I've hit some pretty freaking cool goals with just what I've wanted to do with career and wealth and getting stuff, and it's just getting better and better and better. But along that journey is the realization that, oh, this isn't going to fulfill me. This is fun. Money is fun. Success is fun. Career is fun because it's a ruler of success for how you're developing as a man in life. Like, that's fun. Yeah, there's some status that comes along with it. It feeds the ego a little bit. Like, that's fun. But it's not the ultimate fulfillment, because I'm like, fuck it, man. Like, let's go make millions of dollars. Who are you gonna leave it to? You know, my nieces and nephews? It's like, yeah, like, that'd be fun. Throw them a bunch of money, but like, it gets you thinking. You're like, okay, use semen retention to build yourself as a man, work through all the bullshit, become a better version of yourself, attract the life that you've always wanted, build lots of success and money and everything. But now it's like, okay, what's next? What else? Ideally, along the way, unlocking your purpose and what you're going to give back to this world and do for the collective consciousness and help heal the world, make the world a better place. But there's always that underlying desire of, no, it would be nice to have just a smoke show of a lady, you know, in my life to share some of this cool shit with. I'm telling you guys, semen retention, if you do this long enough and you really get on a true streak, it really starts to make you second guess things and look at life differently. It changes you internally. That's why it's so powerful. Like, some of you are acting like, oh no, women, no women ever again. No more women ever again. I'm on semen retention forever. It's like, okay, good luck with that, but get on a streak and get to 240 days, y'all. And see what starts happening. It's gonna change you. Like, you shouldn't have the same perspective and honestly desires early on in your first 30 days of semen retention that you do 240 days in. Like, you shouldn't. It's going to change you. I know not a lot of guys love when they start following a guy in semen retention and then he switches up on stuff or changes his tone or starts talking differently. It's like, no, you're changing. That's the whole point of this, guys. Semen retention is literally a tool we're using to change ourselves for the better. Now, I'm not out here saying I'm switching up on y'all. I'm not saying, oh, no, semen retention is bad. Stop doing semen retention. No. I'm all in on it, obviously, clearly. What I'm saying is, it's starting to make me think differently. It's starting to make me question more things about my life, about reality, about my desires, impact, purpose, what really matters. You throw in losing my mom. She passed away last July. It's getting close to a year. bro, that's going to make you start to question life and reality and relationships and everything. Everything. And then you combine that with semen retention. You start seeing all these changes in your life. It puts a completely different perspective on everything. What matters, what doesn't matter. So just be ready for this. You're doing semen retention, guys. You think that it's all about getting the physical shit, the glow, the better body, the whatever, the higher testosterone, the more attention from women, or more eye contact, or better motivation for work and career, like all that stuff. Yes. Experienced all of it. Yes. You will get all of that. But it is like a bait and switch from God. It's like, that is how you bait a man in to self-development. Like, it has to scratch the ego's back a little bit. It's got to reel you in with the physical aspects of it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get all that stuff. But then it gets real, and you get hooked on it. You start to see and realize that, oh, it's the internal benefits and shifts that are the real value of this. And then you start to see that you're becoming a better version of yourself internally, and that is being mirrored back to you externally in your environment. And then you get addicted to that, and now you're hooked. Curious where you are all at with this, what your thoughts and perspectives are with this. Have you made it long enough on the journey to really start to see these internal shifts and things happen, that they're starting to change your desires a little bit, your perspectives a little bit, your beliefs, your limiting beliefs, just a little bit? Because the whole point of this is it is literally transforming yourself by the renewing of your mind and your sexual energy, and you're going to see the world differently when you get to something like 240 days or more than you did when you just started. You just are, because you're not the same version of yourself. Semen retention is literally just this process of killing off a version of you, replacing it with a slightly improved, and then doing it again, and then again, and then again, and then again, and then again. Pretty soon you're like, holy shit, I don't even recognize myself compared to when I started, and my desires are shifting a little bit. Something to think about. You're not just doing this for the physical benefits, guys. You think you are. You think you are. That's how it starts. But you're gonna blink, and if you take this seriously and you're a couple 100 days in, yeah, everything starts to change. Perspectives start to shift. So anyways, for those of you that are like, oh, Jason's gonna relapse. Nope. Still going. Y'all, I got a willpower the size of a motherfucking mountain. Y'all don't even know. It's gotten me through some wild shit in life. It's like, what's another 120 days in semen retention? 4 months? And even then, I still value this practice. I don't want to just go bust a nut because I made it to a year. That's not the point at all, yo. I would like to get, maybe after that, into a relationship with the right woman again, and be able to be intimate without releasing, and holding that sexual energy, and to keep creating better life, like aiming it at improvements in my life. Yeah, that's the point. So I'd encourage you to maybe not try to just dismiss women, you know, this idea of love and relationships and intimacy again. Now, is it easier to do semen retention without that? Probably. I would assume that it's been easier for me doing this solo and single than another man who's in a relationship, I would assume. But if you find the right woman that's on board for this and actually supports you with it, that's a game changer. That's a game changer. And ideally, the more healing that we experience, the better we become as men, the higher value women we're going to attract, who would actually be down to support this part of your journey, of your masculinity. So I encourage you guys to not just immediately try to write off women forever. That's not the point. Ask most men. Most men get their shit together with semen retention so that they can become somebody that can be in a high value relationship. You know? Just thoughts from another night on semen retention. Yeah, I think it's like day 237 or something. I don't even know. When would you think about all that? Did that resonate? Do you agree? Am I off? Am I on? And also, what day of your streak are you on this journey? Because I'm realizing that absolutely is correlated to your perspective on this sort of stuff. Anyways, keep at it, gents. Keep going. Keep winning. Peace, love, abundance to you all. I will catch you on the next one.